Every once in a while, a bottle comes out that is something that I wouldn't typically gravitate towards, but who makes it is what makes it interesting. And today, we're going to be doing a review of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today, now this is not a bottle I would typically gravitate towards, however, I'm a huge Jack Daniel's fan, and I'm wondering if this bottle is going to carry the same hype around it that the Crown Royal Blackberry did. And I did try that a few months ago, and it was just fine. I gravitate towards Jack Daniel's as a flavor profile, so I'm really curious if this one will keep my interest. This is Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey blended with blackberry liqueur. Comes in at 70 proof, and it is a 1 liter, and it cost me $35 out the door for this thing. I found this at a little liquor store in South Carolina in Fort Mill called Sauce Monkey. I was really excited to get my hands on this. I actually picked it up like the day before I left town. All right, let's go to get this thing open, and let's see what we think about it. The flavor stuff isn't typically what I gravitate towards. I do have like a different rating scale for this. Keep that in mind when you see the end rating here. All right, let's give this a nosing and let's see how we feel. So, unsurprisingly, it smells like medicinal blackberry. It does smell like whiskey more than it smells like liqueur, I will say that. I don't think I would have picked this as Jack Daniel's, and I've had a lot of Jack Daniel's in my life. It's one note outside of like a little bit of oak that I'm getting on this. I mean, it's a flavored whiskey. It's going to smell like it tastes, essentially. Like the nosing on this isn't going to be anything groundbreaking or anyone going like, oh, I didn't catch that. Of course you did. It's blackberry. But it is a little more medicinal than I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for like a little sweeter. It does kind of remind me of like Robitussin or something. That being said, it does smell pleasant, and I just got a hint of vanilla. So it says that this is blackberry liqueur blended with Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. I wish we knew like what the ratio was. I mean, I know they'll never say, but there is like even at 70 proof, there is like an odd ethanol hint there, which is not what I was expecting. Enough said about the nose. Let's give it a mouthing. Let's see how we feel. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. That's pretty good. It's a little sweeter than what I would typically want, especially in like Jack Daniel's. I do think it's less sweet than like the Jack Daniel's honey is. That to me is like, I can't drink it anymore. But I gotta be honest, the flavor on this is pretty nice. And it does taste like Jack Daniel's. There's no ethanol burn. You know what this would be perfect for? Summertime. This whiskey is like something that I think would be perfect for like maybe putting into like a summery cocktail, or even like putting it on ice and like, you know, at a cookout or something. I don't think this is bad at all, but I don't think it's my thing. And it's certainly not something that I probably will ever drink neat again. It does have that like weird syrupy mouthfeel that I cannot stand on flavored whiskeys. And the only one I've ever had that didn't have that was Thornbush. I wish it was like 10% less sweet. And if it was, I think you'd be right there with like what I want from this. I am curious about two things. Since it is Jack Daniel's, I wonder if it goes well with Coke, just because that's like always what it's basically what I use Jack Daniel's for when I'm not drinking like, you know, higher end stuff. And I actually wonder how it would be in a cocktail, and I think we're going to have to go figure this out right now. So if you're new to the channel, this is not typically how I do a review. Usually I only review things neat, but I think in this very unique circumstance, this will be fun to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into some lemonade right here it's homemade lemonade that I made. And then I'm going to pour it with some Coke because it is Jack Daniel's after all. Why not put it with some Kylo Ren Coke here? I actually debated on even doing the Coke. Then I remembered recently that Dr. Pepper put out a blueberry flavored soda. So it could work. Let's go ahead and go through it here. Let's see which ones it's best with. Let's start with the lemonade. So this is some homemade lemonade. We're going to fill it up about to, because I don't want to drink a ton of it. About to here, and I'm going to pour a little bit of this Jack Daniel's Blackberry in here. We're going to see if it's any good with some good old-fashioned lemonade for the summer. All right, I got it mixed here. Let's try it with this lemonade here. Oh, that's amazing. The only thing is I do get that like medicinal note still, but that is really refreshing. All right, let's move on to the Coke here. Same thing with this. Pour a little bit of Jack Daniel's in here first. Should have done it last time, but what can you do because I'm stupid? Just a little bit in there. I'm going to do like my normal ratio when I mix with Coke. It's usually like half and half for me. Going to just double the volume of the Coke in there. Now again, this could be a disaster, but I don't know. I think because of the Dr. Pepper Blackberry that I actually liked okay. This might work. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't like that at all. All right. Oh, that aftertaste is... Oh, God. All right, that didn't work. All right, so if you're going to try this, definitely try it either neat or in, like, in this case, Lynchburg lemonade. I think it really shines there, and it's not bad on its own neat, but it's not what I typically gravitate towards as a bourbon drinking experience. So what would I give this as a rating on its own? I am going on the, like, flavor scale. So if you hear, like, a crazy number, I'm not comparing it to something that I've given that's like a straight bourbon, the same score. So different scales. Keep that in mind. That being said, for the flavor scale, I think it's pretty solid. I don't think we're in, like, the 8s. There's a weird note on the back end that I'm not in love with. It's like metally almost. I can't really explain it. Between like that and like the weird mouthfeel that shouldn't be there on something this proof, I'm gonna give it like a 6.2. It's not my favorite thing I've had. It's definitely not my favorite Jack Daniel's product. It's not even my favorite flavored Jack Daniel's product. So comment down below. Let me know if this was like on your radar, if it's something that you're interested in. While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.